Welcome back to the channel Valuable Coins HD, where we explore the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we have an exciting discovery that could change the way you look at your old pennies forever. We're diving into the 1961 Lincoln 1 cent. You might have a handful of these in your coin jar right now, but before you dismiss them as just another penny, let me tell you, this coin might just be worth more than you think. The 1961 Lincoln cent is part of the ongoing series featuring Abraham Lincoln's image on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But, like many coins from that era, the 1961 penny has a story to tell, one that involves rarity, special conditions, and minting errors that can make this coin a hidden treasure. Let's take a closer look at why this penny is more than just pocket change and how you could be sitting on something truly valuable. First, it's important to know that most 1961 pennies you come across are in average condition. After all, millions of these coins were minted and circulated, meaning most have been through quite a lot over the years. The wear and tear from everyday transactions are common, so finding one that's still in great shape is already a rare find. If you happen to have a 1961 Lincoln cent in uncirculated or near mint condition, you're already ahead of the game. Coins in this kind of pristine state are always in high demand among collectors, and their value can be far greater than you might expect, but it's not just the condition of the coin that makes the 1961 Lincoln cent special. One of the key factors that can make this penny worth a lot more is the possibility of minting errors. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that have imperfections from the minting process, and the 1961 penny is no exception. These error coins are prized for their uniqueness and rarity, which is why finding one can be a collector's dream. One of the most sought-after types of errors in the 1961 Lincoln cent is the double die variety. A double die occurs when the coin's design is struck more than once, causing the image to appear doubled. For the 1961 penny, you can often see this doubling effect on the letters of Liberty and In God We Trust. If you look closely at these words on your 1961 Lincoln cent and notice a faint doubling, you've got a valuable minting error on your hands. Double die coins are highly coveted because they're unique and rare, making them a valuable addition to any collection. Another exciting feature of the 1961 penny is the off-center strike error. This occurs when the coin is struck off-center during the minting process, causing the design to be misaligned. An off-center strike gives the coin a distinct and unique look, and these errors are particularly prized because they make the coin stand out from the rest. If you find a 1961 Lincoln cent with this kind of misalignment, you've found a rare piece that could be worth a significant amount more than its face value. While these errors are exciting, it's important to note that the 1961 Lincoln cent's rarity also comes from the scarcity of well-preserved examples. Most of the coins minted in 1961 have been circulated and worn over time, so finding one in excellent condition, especially with a minting error, is a major win for any collector. So, how much could your 1961 Lincoln 1 cent be worth? Well, if you happen to have one of these rare pennies in pristine, uncirculated condition, or better yet, one that features an error like a double die or an off-center strike, you could be sitting on a coin worth an incredible $67,000. Yes, you heard that right, $67,000 for a single penny. Just imagine the excitement of discovering this hidden treasure in your coin collection, or even better, stumbling upon it in your spare change. It's a perfect example of how even the most common-looking coins can sometimes be worth a small fortune if they've got the right features. So, the next time you go through your old pennies, take a closer look at any 1961 Lincoln cents you find. Pay special attention to the condition and look for any signs of minting errors. A small penny could turn out to be worth far more than you ever imagined. Today, we've got a truly exciting topic that might have you looking at your old pennies in a whole new way. We're talking about the 1975 Lincoln 1 cent, an often overlooked penny that could very well be hiding in your coin jar, and it could be worth much more than you ever imagined. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why the 1975 Lincoln cent is a coin you'll want to take a closer look at. Now, the 1975 Lincoln 1 cent is part of the iconic Lincoln Penny series, featuring the famous image of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. While this may seem like a standard coin to most people, there's more to the story when it comes to rarity and value. Over the years, this coin has become highly sought after by collectors, but not just because of its age. There are a few key reasons that make it special. First, let's talk about the rarity of the 1975 penny. While the U.S. Mint produced millions of these pennies, many of them were heavily circulated over time. Most 1975 Lincoln cents you come across will likely show signs of wear and tear, with scratches, discoloration, and other signs of use. So, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is already a big deal. Coins in great condition are always more valuable because they're harder to come by, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for a penny that looks as if it just came out of the mint. But condition isn't the only factor that makes the 1975 Lincoln cent valuable. The 1975 penny is also famous for having some very interesting minting errors that add to its appeal. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for error coins, and if you happen to find a 1975 penny with one of these mistakes, you could be holding a truly valuable piece. Let's talk about a couple of the most common errors found on these coins. Point 1. Of the most highly sought after errors is the double die variety. What does that mean? Well, a double die error occurs when the coin's design is struck more than once during the minting process, causing the image to appear doubled. In the case of the 1975 Lincoln cent, you may notice this doubling effect on the word "liberty" or "in God we trust" on the coin. If you find a 1975 penny with this type of error, it's a rare find and could dramatically increase the value of the coin. Double die coins are a huge hit among collectors because they're unique, and no two are exactly alike. Another error to keep an eye out for is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is misaligned during the striking process, causing the design to appear off-center. These off-center coins are rare and highly desirable because they give the coin a distinct, unique look. If you're lucky enough to find a 1975 Lincoln cent with an off-center strike, you could have a one-of-a-kind piece in your hands. So, what does all this mean for the value of your 1975 penny? Well, a typical, well-worn 1975 Lincoln cent might not be worth much more than its face value. However, if you find one in uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with a minting error like a double die or off-center strike, your coin could be worth a lot more. And now for the big reveal: if you're lucky enough to find a 1975 Lincoln 1 cent in excellent condition, or with one of those rare minting errors, it could be worth as much as $57,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $57,000 for a single penny. Imagine finding that in your coin jar or as part of a coin collection. It's proof that sometimes the most valuable coins are the ones you least expect. So, here's a little tip for all you coin lovers out there: always take a closer look at your 1975 Lincoln cents. Examine them for signs of minting errors, and make sure to check the condition. You never know when you might stumble upon a coin that's worth thousands of dollars. Today, we have a special treat for you. If you've ever thought that your pennies were just pocket change, think again, because today's coin, the 1976 Lincoln 1 cent, could very well be worth a small fortune. This may seem like just another penny at first glance, but as we dig deeper, you'll see why this particular coin is a collector's dream and why it could be sitting in your collection waiting to make you a lot richer than you thought. The 1976 Lincoln 1 cent is part of the well-known Lincoln Penny series, which features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This particular year, 1976, holds a unique place in U.S. history, as it marks the bicentennial of the United States. But the story of this penny is much more than just its historical background. What makes it truly valuable are the rare conditions, the minting errors, and the scarcity that could make this coin worth a lot more than you ever imagined. Now, you may be wondering, why is the 1976 penny so special? Well, despite millions of these coins being produced, very few have survived in pristine condition. If you've ever dug through your spare change and found a worn-down penny, you're not alone. Most of the 1976 pennies in circulation have suffered from the wear and tear of everyday use, which significantly lowers their value. But here's the good news: if you happen to have one of these coins in uncirculated condition, you could be sitting on a rare gem. Condition is key when it comes to rare coins. And when it comes to the 1976 Lincoln cent, uncirculated examples are particularly sought after by collectors. Coins that have been preserved without much handling or damage are incredibly valuable because they're far rarer than their well-worn counterparts. If you have one of these shiny, uncirculated beauties tucked away, you might be in for a pleasant surprise when you find out just how much it's worth, but it's not just the condition of the coin that can make it valuable. Minting errors are a major factor when it comes to increasing a coin's worth, and the 1976 penny is no exception. One of the most sought-after errors among collectors is the double die variety. A double die error occurs when the coin is struck more than once, causing the design to appear doubled. For the 1976 Lincoln cent, you can often spot this doubling on the inscriptions, especially the word "Liberty" or the motto, "In God We Trust." If you find a 1976 penny with noticeable doubling in these areas, you've discovered an error coin, something that collectors covet. Another minting error that could make your 1976 penny worth a small fortune is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not aligned correctly during the striking process, causing the design to shift. The result is a coin with a misaligned image, and these are considered highly collectible and rare. If you come across a 1976 penny with an off-center strike, you found something truly unique that will catch the attention of collectors and could significantly increase its value. So, how much can your 1976 Lincoln 1 cent be worth? Well, if you find an uncirculated example, or better yet, one with a minting error like a double die or off-center strike, your coin could be worth far more than you ever expected. The value of a rare and well-preserved 1976 penny can skyrocket. Some collectors have paid as much as $68,000 for a single penny. Yes, you heard that right, $68,000, that's right, something as small as a penny could potentially be worth tens of thousands of dollars. If you've got one of these coins sitting in your collection, or if you come across one in your spare change, make sure to examine it carefully. The 1976 Lincoln 1 cent could be one of those hidden treasures that turns out to be worth far more than its face value. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of US coins, and we have an exciting topic that might just have you rushing to check your old pennies. Yes, today we're talking about the 1977 Lincoln 1 cent, a coin that many overlook but could hold incredible value if you know what to look for. By the end of this video, you'll be ready to discover why this seemingly ordinary penny could be worth way more than just 1 cent. The 1977 Lincoln 1 cent is part of the iconic Lincoln penny series, and while it might appear to be just another everyday coin, there are some key factors that make it a standout for collectors. This particular year marks a time when the US economy was experiencing a transition. The country was navigating through a period of inflation and economic changes, but what makes the 1977 penny special is not its historical context, it's what you might find hiding in your change jar or coin collection that could make you a lot richer than you ever expected. Now, let's get into why the 1977 Lincoln 1 cent is so valuable. Like many pennies from this era, the 1977 Lincoln cent was produced in large quantities. However, what makes this coin different is its rarity in good condition. Most of these coins have been heavily circulated, meaning they're often worn, scratched, or discolored. But if you happen to find a 1977 penny in mint or uncirculated condition, you're holding something that could be far more valuable than its face value. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are highly sought after by collectors. Why? Because they're rare. With thousands of these coins having been used in everyday transactions, finding one that looks almost as perfect as the day it was minted is no easy feat. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that have been well preserved over the years, so if you find a 1977 penny that hasn't seen much wear and tear, you could be sitting on a hidden treasure. But, of course, condition is only part of the equation. If you want to truly make your 1977 Lincoln cent stand out, you need to keep an eye out for minting errors, because that's where things get really exciting for collectors. Minting errors are like the holy grail for coin hunters. Even a small mistake during the production process can turn an ordinary penny into a rare and highly valuable find. One of the most notable errors you should watch for on the 1977 Lincoln cent is the double die. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once, causing certain parts of the design, like the word "Liberty" or "In God We Trust," to appear doubled. If you come across a 1977 penny with this type of error, it can make the coin incredibly valuable. Doubling errors are particularly prized by collectors because they make the coin unique and much more interesting. Another potential minting error on the 1977 penny is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not aligned correctly during the minting process, causing the design to be shifted off-center. These off-center coins are rare and highly sought after because they give the coin a completely different look from the usual strike. If you find a 1977 Lincoln penny with an off-center strike, you could have something that stands out in any collection, and collectors will pay a premium for it. Now that you know about the errors and rare conditions that can make the 1977 Lincoln cent more valuable, let's talk about the real question: how much could this coin be worth? Well, if you happen to find a 1977 penny in excellent condition, or even better, one with a minting error like a double die or off-center strike, your coin could be worth significantly more than just 1 cent. In fact, the value of a well-preserved or error-laden 1977 Lincoln 1 cent could reach as much as $60,000, yes, you heard that right, $60,000 for a single penny. Imagine finding a coin like that in your collection or coming across it in your pocket change. It's a reminder that sometimes, the most valuable treasures can be hidden in the most unexpected places. So, make sure to check your 1977 Lincoln cents carefully. If you find one in great condition, or with a minting error, you could have a rare and valuable coin on your hands. Remember, in the world of coin collecting, it's all about rarity, condition, and those unique errors that make a coin truly stand out. Today, we're going to explore a coin that you might just have in your collection or could stumble upon in your daily transactions, the 1981 Lincoln 1 cent. At first glance, this coin might seem like a typical penny, but hold on tight, because we're about to uncover why this particular penny could be worth way more than you ever imagined. So, let's dive in and see what makes the 1981 Lincoln 1 cent a true gem in the world of numismatics. The 1981 Lincoln cent comes from a period in U.S. history where the coinage was still made primarily from copper-plated zinc. This was also the era when the U.S. Mint was in the process of transitioning and trying to address inflation and coinage needs. But even though millions of these coins were minted, very few of them have survived in pristine condition, and that's where the excitement begins. If you've got a 1981 penny in your possession, or you're lucky enough to find one tucked away, you'll want to listen closely. There's a chance you could have a rare and valuable coin on your hands. Now, the key to the 1981 Lincoln 1 cent's value lies in its condition. As with any coin, the better its condition, the more it's worth. Most pennies you'll come across in your spare change have been heavily circulated, meaning they've been through a lot of hands, pockets, and possibly even the washing machine. Over time, these coins show signs of wear and tear, such as scratches, discoloration, or fading. But here's the kicker: the value of a coin increases dramatically if it's in mint or uncirculated condition. Finding an uncirculated 1981 Lincoln cent is no small feat, and if you come across one, you might want to hold on to it. Coins that have been kept in pristine condition, away from any damage or heavy circulation, are incredibly rare, and that rarity drives up their value. In fact, it's the uncirculated 1981 pennies that can really fetch a premium price among collectors, but condition isn't the only factor that could make this coin valuable. As with many other coins, the 1981 Lincoln cent has its share of potential minting errors that can elevate its worth to a whole new level. Minting errors, for those who may not be familiar, occur when something goes wrong during the coin-making process. These mistakes can create unique, one-of-a-kind pieces that are highly sought after by collectors. One of the most desirable minting errors to look for on the 1981 penny is the double die obverse error. This occurs when the coin is struck multiple times, causing parts of the design to appear doubled. You might notice this doubling in the word liberty or the motto, "In God We Trust." If you happen to find a 1981 Lincoln cent with noticeable doubling on these inscriptions, then congratulations, you may have discovered a rare error coin that could be worth a lot more than just a penny. Another error that can occur during minting is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned during the striking process, causing the design to be misaligned or shifted off-center. Coins with this type of error are always in demand because they're so unusual and unique. If you happen to find a 1981 Lincoln cent with an off-center strike, you could be holding a coin that's not only rare but also incredibly valuable to collectors. So, what kind of price can you expect for a rare 1981 penny in excellent condition or with a minting error? Well, if you've got a gem that's been carefully preserved and is in top-notch shape, or if you're lucky enough to find a 1981 penny with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a coin worth much more than its face value. In fact, the value of such a coin can reach up to $57,000, yes, you heard that right, $57,000 for a single 1981 penny. It may sound unbelievable, but it's the truth. So, next time you're going through your spare change or rifling through your coin collection, take a moment to examine those 1981 pennies. A well-preserved one, or one with a minting error, could be worth a fortune, and you wouldn't want to miss out on the opportunity to cash in on your rare find. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the 1981 Lincoln 1 cent and want to stay up to date on all things rare and valuable in the world of coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest discoveries. Until next time, keep hunting for those hidden treasures, and happy collecting.